Hi, this is Sharon at fitinfun.com. I'm talking about working on these short story biographical sketches that I'm turning into a short story collection. And in the last video I talked about the things I'm doing to keep my courage up, and the reason I have to do that is because I'm in the status that I call dread of fear. And I made this word up, oh gosh, I don't even know, it must have been childhood, because it's something I know. When I feel the dread of fear, that's just a name I have. I know it's not even English, but I'm in dread, something's coming, I'm in fear, I know something's coming, and it just, I have not had that feeling a lot, but when I have it, and I have it now. And it's all about the book. And I'll tell you just a few other times I've had it. I get it, and I so recognize it every single time when I'm about to have surgery. I've had quite a number of surgeries, and when I was younger, they didn't know, no one knew what was wrong with my heart. My heart was undiagnosed and was unaware to be a problem. And I had multiple surgeries at that time, and on several of those occasions I did almost die. And one of them, the first one that happened that I know of, the anesthesiologist actually came and talked to me the next day and said, you need to go be seen. Something's wrong with you, badly wrong with you. You almost died. Like, he was yelling in my face. I was around 24. And boy, I should have listened to him, right? But I didn't. And you know, looking back, I'm like, you know, the anesthesiologist doesn't usually come back the next day and beg in your face. So, like, what was wrong with you? But I didn't listen. So ever since then, like, you know, when you wake up from surgery and every single time people keep telling you, my God, you almost died. Well, the next time that you're going to go have surgery, you don't want to because you might die. Like, everyone keeps saying it. So I get this dread of fear, and it's just like this feeling like, oh. And in my old days, like when I was younger and I didn't really recognize it, I could get into a panic. And I used to go into anesthesiology, like when they're putting you under, I'd be bawling and like just ready to die and everything, and the nurses would be upset, and it was a terrible thing. And I've made some changes, and I never do that anymore, rarely. I might like kind of cry a little bit, but I have my procedures and I do better now. And I don't upset the nurses. At least keep the rest of the staff good, and only the patient is upset. But another time is when I've had crazy people after me, or murderers or whatever. Like, I've had some bad experiences of evil people, and you know, maybe they're not evil, but the situation was pretty bad, and I didn't think I was going to live through it. So, you know, when you don't know what's coming, but you know something's after you, that's a pretty dreadful time. And when I felt that on the occasions that happened to me, it's the same thing as the surgery. And the final time I can think of it is getting fired from jobs, which I have been fired a few times because obviously I'm not like a normal person, and I'm your accountant. So you either have to go with the way I'm doing it, or you don't want me, because I have an article about that already on the blog. Like, people either say, oh, this is awesome, this girl wants to know everything, give her the keys and let her do everything, and come back, Sharon, and tell us. And they trust me, and they don't think I'm going to screw them over. So they let me just like snoop around and figure stuff out. An opposite thing is where the boss is like, no, you cannot go to the site. You have to sit here at this office. Our site is 20 miles away, and we're not paying you mileage to go there and look at it. You just need to look at the paperwork and tell us if it's right or wrong. And I can't do that. I cannot do that. I need to go see the place. I need to see what the people are. I need to meet them so I can talk to them, and I need to know what the widgets are. I've never seen your widgets, and I'm not going to be able to account for them if you don't want me to see them. Like, why do you know? I mean, there's where I go. Why? Like, what are you hiding over there? And so obviously they have to fire me if they don't want to change, and you know, whatever. So it hasn't happened a lot, but it has, and that's a dreadful feeling. So after that information, I'm going to tell you how I try to get past it, because, you know, I'm not going to want to write this book in a dread of fear for the whole time. I feel like I'm going to have some episodes because this stuff's close to the heart, but here's how I'm going to get through it in the next video.